although we are not 100% certain yet, the most probable provenance of the papyrus is twofold. First, the text list was made most probably for the Amun temple in Karnak. At a certain moment, they didn't need that text list any longer. And then there was a second use for the other side. And they turned that document, or they delivered that document to the community of Deir Medina, which was the community of the workers who created the royal tombs in the Valley of Kings and the Valley of Queens. And they used the papyri for their daily notes, for administrative reasons, and also they used documents for magical texts and anything you may dream of, even love songs. We have here in Turin a beautiful papyrus of love songs, but also most probably then one of the guys of Deir Medina wrote this king list. It's not 100% certain yet, but the options are not many. It's quite possible.
Yes, unfortunately we know little about its actual find circumstances, but the oldest report available about the document states that it was found within a jar in a tomb, and that is a very logical place for the papyrus to have been found, because although it is so damaged now, that was hardly the condition when it was found. It has no insect holes or anything which we often find in papyri that have been exposed to the environments. And also, it was not generally known in the early 19th century that papyri were often stored in pots. So it seems a reasonable account, but again, it is not something we can verify.
For instance, a lot of the so-called tomb robbery papyri, they were found in jars, already in antiquity. So they use them.
And in this part of Egypt, particularly where it is said to have been found Thebes, this is the place where we have found most jars with papyri. So for that reason, it's also a reasonable statement. And another thing we don't really know is why they compiled the king list, because it is certainly not for ritual purposes, because in that case they would not include all the rulers of whom they disapproved. And so the fact of the matter is we simply don't know why they did it. It might be a kind of equivalent to what we call onomastica or lexical texts that lists all given variants or members of a certain group or theme or so forth. We have lists of trees and stones and holy sites and whatnot. So it might be an equivalent to such a document and belong to that genre, but it's not entirely clear to us.
Yeah, and don't forget, we know that people from the community of Deir Medina, from those artisans, were interested in history.
Yes.
We have a few ostraka, so shirts with writing, also with a sequence of royal names from the past. So they were interested in, their forefathers, what happened some time before. Well, then it would be useful, of course, to have a complete list available.